Yeah, here I am. I'm back again, people. Hey, man, y'all ain't heard from me since my daddy gave me the victory in a situation that I stood in for 5.5 years. But here I am, I'm back. And to God be the glory. Hey, people. Hey, we have some very serious issues going on here in the United States of America. And every town, and every county, and every state is getting some of it. Hey, people, I ain't your enemy. You know, I find myself going back and forth the other day with some lady on that Facebook. A lady that I value a lot was a member of a church I went to. But no hard feelings. People, life bring about a lot of pressure to all of us. And a lot of times we make mistakes. Ain't no blueprint to this shit. Man, I'm trying to build a team of people that's gonna go out in the community and be effective. If you want to be a part of it, we welcome you. Can't do this by myself. We'll take a village to fight. And we as people should want to help one another. Man, we got a bad spirit roaming around in the states of America right now. But not only in the states of America, around the whole world. The whole world right now is in the chaos. And not many people will step forward to try to bring it together through prayer. Man, when I stood in my situation for 5 years, I stayed talking to my daddy. Boy, you people couldn't imagine the amount of pressure a man was under. You're going along through life with daily activities, and all of a sudden they just pluck you out of society. Can you imagine that? Could you imagine the things that went on in my life in 5 years? The line that I had to walk to save my life. When nothing I could do wrong. Being a falsely accused man with a record. God picked me up and took me through that situation, people. I feel like Meshach, and Abednego. I wasn't there alone. I got love for people. I got love for our kids. But our kids don't know nothing because we don't teach them nothing. The Bible said, train up a child in the way it should go. And when they grow old, it won't depart from it. Man, I had a praying mama. I had a praying mama. My daddy, he prayed too. And my grandma. They brought me up in their church. And that word was trained in me. It was hidden. And I began to run from it. They began to steal little people up, cancer teeth types of shit. Yeah, I look back on them moments now because it's a testimony from what God brought me from. Man, I don't know why I would pick for that journey. But I was. begin to nurture that training that was brought up in me. He said when he grow old, he won't depart from it. And my life began to transform to where I began to care about people enough to want to give them. You know, I can never repay the people that I stole from. And that was back in the 80s and 90s. and we're in the 2000s now, the 20th century, the 2024. Man, that was 40-something years ago. But I can always pay it forward. And my daddy blesses me for that. We so big on taking and receiving today. That a lot of us, not all of us, because a lot of people take my words out of context, and that's what called me the one part trunk on you. Don't do that. But we take it out of context. Be a blessing to somebody, and somebody will be a blessing to you. It's a circle. It's a spiritual thing. That's why we roll like we roll. Because that word that was trained in us took fruit and began to grow. A lot of people see the growth. Some of them will never see the growth. It don't really matter. But I took y'all there to bring y'all here to this point here. These kids here, they don't have no, they ain't nobody training them nothing. They don't know shit. So when they get in a tough situation, they don't have nothing to bring out of them but a bunch of foolishness and dumb shit. You got grandmothers out here popping 38, 39, 40-year-old right now, grandma. They don't know shit. The little girl that had the babies, they don't know shit. And we're just going backwards, people. We're just going backwards. So what would be some suggestions? That we can come along with, come up with. Because this is our thing, not my thing. We all got to deal with this here. Maybe not all in the same way, but in some shape, form, or fashion, we all got to deal with it. Hey, people, we coming back. We're going to tell y'all about the blessing that was bestowed upon us. We're going to tell y'all about the spiritual warfare that was still in, and we're coming back with Unlock with Daryl L. David. Oh, yeah, man, I told y'all we're going to have some new stuff coming out. Man, we just gonna shout out a bunch of people, man, that stayed down with us during that storm, that's still with us. And man, please know I am still in my feelings about that. But if I offended anybody any kind of way, it is what it is. I ask for forgiveness. And the reason I ask for forgiveness is because my daddy tell me if I don't ask for forgiveness, I won't be forgiven. So my pride is not going to take my blessing from the people. right? So, man, I just want to thank y'all for supporting me. I want to thank you if you don't support me. Hey, man, we got some hashtag Justice for Daryl t-shirt. Everybody want to have one because we did make history in this time. It's not going unnoticed, you know. It's not being talked about. Like if it was a bunch of bullshit and we was dragged through the mud and we'd have got 99. But hey, man, God did His thing. And He said, if you just have faith of a mustard seed, that you can move a mountain. People, that's real. It's real, people. Hey, we're gonna roll up in here, man. We're gonna stop, man, and we're gonna make the most of this moment that we finna enjoy right now. Hey, we're gonna get back at you. Much love. Shout out to the people. Hey, we're back.